This year's book is College by Andrew Delbanco, what it was, what it is, and what it should be. And whether you agree with Delbanco or not, it's going to be a great summer reading, and there are going to be a lot of interesting topics here to debate. My name is Roger Cohn. I'm faculty head at Murray House. I'm a scientist. I'm gathered here with my laboratory group this morning. There's some very interesting aspects of college and learning regarding science that he doesn't talk about or that he dismisses. For example, when he talks about the qualities of mind that you should gain in college, he completely leaves out critical thinking. And probably all of you have had calculus. And you didn't take calculus because you're going to need it in your profession. Most of you won't need it. But you take calculus because it helps you develop critical thinking skills. Likewise, Delbanco argues that science, in fact he says, science tells us nothing about how to shape a life. Science tells us nothing about the scope of responsibility. And we can have some interesting discussions about that too, because I certainly disagree with that. So anyway, I look forward to welcoming you, and I think we'll turn it over to some of the students here, and we'll ask them why they went to college and what they got out of their college experience.
I went to college in France, in Paris. And I think what I got out of college was more than what I learned, was really learning how to think, learning how to work hard, and also the people I met. In fact, a lot of my close friends today are people I studied with when I was in college, and we still interact and sometimes even work together to this day.
I think that some of the skills that you take away, you don't necessarily get in the classroom, but you get a lot of freedom whenever you're in college, and it's up to you to sort of determine how to manage that freedom and manage yourself as a responsible person.
Delbanco says you go to college for three reasons. One is to gain the knowledge to gain a profession and a skill and make a living. The second is the Jeffersonian ideal. That is to say that democracy only works with a well-educated public. And the third reason he gives, I really like, and that is he says to enjoy life. The more you know, the more you will enjoy life. And, quote unquote, another college professor said, quote unquote, you want the inside of your brain to be an interesting place to live the rest of your life. So those are some other reasons. Those are the reasons he cites for going to college. But, making connections with people that are intelligent and interested in the world and doing different things will be a treasure that you will have the rest of your life by going to college.
Well, I went to undergrad at a historically black college and university, Alabama State University. That experience alone was just an eye-opener because I learned a lot about my history as an African American here in the United States. Got to see a lot of the places that made civil rights happen for African Americans. I got a lot of opportunities in science at Alabama State University. Got an opportunity to go out and meet scientists that I wouldn't meet any other way at conferences, at lectures that were brought to the university, things of that nature.
I think in terms of science, it may not necessarily inform as to it's right or wrong, but it definitely gives us a very strong tool set to figure out what's true and false. And that itself really gives a very good basis towards figuring out what's right and wrong and what we should do about what we see in the world to be true and to be false. So as such, it actually does inform a lot.
Obviously, we've learned a lot about the human condition from psychology, anthropology, sociology. These things inform us about the self, about our responsibility to ourselves, our families, society. Those are the sciences.
And I do think that science is crucially important in influencing how we approach everything in our lives. Whenever we work in science, we work together. We're very collaborative. We communicate with each other. We write down what we find. We share it with everybody else so that everything in society can advance.
Science has allowed me to explore diseases that affect people in my family, people that are in my ethnic background. knowing that one day I may, help find the piece of the puzzle that'll lead to a cure for some of those things.
I applied for dishwashing. I didn't get a dishwashing job, so I applied for college. I went to school and here I am. It's true.
We'll never know, and we'll never know, and we'll never know.
I hope it's true because it's a great story.
You've heard from a few of the students in my laboratory group about what college has meant for them, and I really appreciated them participating in this morning in this discussion. Finally, Del Banco says that, college has morphed into basically a comprehensive knowledge enterprise, and I think you got a little bit of a feeling for that this morning. There are so many different kinds of people and so many different activities at Vanderbilt that you can learn from. Not only the academics, the social opportunities, the athletics. I'll just end by saying, I think I might have learned more about leadership from Coach Franklin, the football coach here at Vanderbilt, who took a team that was 2-10 to a team that was 9-4, than I've learned from all the management and leadership classes and retreats I've ever had. And so you're going to have amazing opportunities to take advantage of all the resources that are here at Vanderbilt, and I look forward to seeing you when you arrive.